Well, we already off to a bad start. Gotta go jump the Miata off. Fingers crossed that this thing even starts. Ugh. Come on, Dexter. Come on. There we go. So, after a rough start to today's video, we got it started. We actually about to do something that's long overdue. As you can tell, the Miata has a horrible wheel gap back here. Look at my hand. 4 fingers, and it's on some coilovers. We don't like that. We like this kind of fitment in the front. See these two? See these two? Oh. But yeah, in today's video, we are gonna be installing some new coilovers on the car. I'm gonna show you all that once I get all this stuff unhooked, move the Miata into the garage, and then we're gonna get started. I'm not even gonna stunt, like I didn't pick one of the hottest days out of the year to install these coilovers, but we ain't gonna worry about that. We about to get started with this. I have the Racing coilovers right here, and as you can see, some of them are already messed with, tampered with, but that's just me because I did initially record a reel for Instagram for it. Y'all should go check out my Instagram page right here if you haven't already. But yeah, I just unboxed these for you, and this is like a coilover protector that you can get, and it really just like Velcro wraps around it, and it keeps all the dirt, the road grime, the debris, all of that stuff off of it, so it can keep your coilovers in good shape. But yeah, this is the coilovers I got, the Racing coilovers. And I do think I'm gonna like these a lot over the ones that I have, just because these supposedly are a little bit better quality. Are you having trouble trying to keep your car clean on a weekly basis? Well, I have an answer to that, and that's thanks to today's sponsor, Suma Detail. With Suma Detail ceramic coating spray, you can achieve that new car shine on a professional level without all the extra effort. There's no need to break the bank when all you want to do is ride in a clean car. Suma ceramic coating spray is available to you at a fraction of a competitor's prices and lasts just as long, if not longer. One coating will protect your car at a nano level from road grime, dirt, dust, and debris for at least 6 months. I personally apply a few sprays per panel while drying my car after a wash and apply it every first wash of the month. This is how I keep my car looking spiffy and clean in all lighting. There's a link to the product in the description below, and use code Morrison10 at checkout to receive 10% off your already low price and keep your car looking as good as I like to keep mine. Thanks again, Suma, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. If there are any companies out there, anybody on the channel that would like to sponsor me in any kind of shade out here, because it's a lot of stuff that I don't do, a lot of stuff that I can't do because it's just too hot. And whenever the sun's out, like at 12 o'clock, well, the sun actually gets out around like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and from then all the way to like 5 o'clock, it's just nothing but sun if the clouds aren't out. And so I need something to protect myself from that and be able to put out more content for y'all, because I'm not out here trying to die. But back to the video, we about to get this thing jacked up and get the fronts taken off first so I can go ahead and get those off, because those are the harder ones. This isn't gonna be like a how to do it video, just more so how I'm gonna do it, and I'm just gonna basically time lapse through it because I wanna get this over with as quickly as possible. Alright, so I got these coilovers off, and they weren't in bad shape or anything. They were just not what I wanted personally. But these were gifted to me, and I was very happy with them while I had them. But now it's time for these to go. And these are the Megan Racing coilovers, in which they do look quite nice. I do like the color blue that's on them. And they feel like they're pretty decent quality as well. These are a little bit different as like the dampening settings. Knob feels just a little bit better, and yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. It comes with the blue and the gold hardware. And so yeah, now I'm about to try to put these things on. This one also has the little thing right here for your brake line, I believe. That's the screw that holds your brake line in. In order for me to put this one on, because the taller one goes in the front, the smaller one goes in the back, I am not trying to have to remove this bolt again from the upper A-arm, so let me not do that. And so what I'm gonna do is, since it is taller, I'm gonna try to shorten it as much as I can to fit it through this hole and still be able to go through the top, because I don't know, it might be a pain for me, but hopefully I can get this thing in there. The preload setting on it should be set from the factory, like how they sent it to me. I don't hear any rattling or anything, so the spring should be on there fairly nice. It's just adjusting the height. I just got the coilovers buttoned back up. It's all tightened up from the top to the bottom. There it is. And now it's time for me to put my wheel on and see how it sits. With I have it all as low as I could put them before I put them on there, and now I know I'm gonna have to raise them a little bit. So let me see what it looks like with the tire on there. Not gonna lie, just put the tire on here. I'm about to just go ahead and take it back off, cause this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I'm gonna take it back off. I'm gonna raise it up probably about 15 threads. Yeah, about 15 threads. So be right back. After raising it up a little bit, I don't think it was quite 15 threads, but this is how it sits. And as you can see, it's like 2 fingers again, and it's pretty much the same on the other side too. The 2 fingers again, but yeah, but I think honestly, I think it's gonna rub. Like how I plan on driving this thing, I think it's gonna rub. So I might end up raising it sometime in the future, but not today. Now let's get started with these backs. Back for day 2 of these coilovers, and let me show y'all why it's day 2 and I didn't finish this on day 1. Look at this. Under here, this right here, you see the bolt at the bottom of the coilover? Let me show you. Yeah, so you probably could tell this strip very bad. And I tried to chisel it out, like cut it out, but it didn't come all the way out. Luckily, this part on the lower control arm, it was like a little square. It was attached to the lower control arm. That was stripped, so I had to chisel that out, get it off of the stripped bolt, so I can get the bolt out. Now I could basically just hit the bolt out and get it out now. But that's what took me so long to do. And so now I'm on day 2, like I said. So we about to hurry up and just time lapse this thing and get it over with. But just so y'all know what y'all are doing, if y'all were doing this, basically all I'm doing is removing this nut off of the end link. I'm gonna push the end link out of here and then remove this 1 bolt from down here. Then you should be able to push down on this, I believe, if I remember correctly, and the coilover should be able to come out from the top after you undo these 2 bolts up here. I just got back from Ace Hardware, and this is why. This is the bolt that got stuck in there because I stripped it. and I started chiseling away at it. Like I said, that's where it is, and it was so stuck because you see there's an angle on it. It took me about an hour to get this thing out of there, but now I have a new bolt and new nut to go on there, and so I'm just gonna thread those through the new coilovers. I already adjusted the coilovers. These are gonna sit about 2 inches or so lower than these were, so that's gonna be very good. And as you can see, like, this is so crazy because this is bottomed out with this one, and I believe it's because look at all this space up here. Like, why? I don't know. The threads they don't need to, I don't know. It was just, that's how they were made. This is how these are made, and they're gonna fit better on there. But I'm about to go ahead and put these back on there in a reverse method that I just took them off, and let you see how it sits then.